What's the haps? I'm Meroka, and welcome back to the Strangelands server. I've had no leads on the mysterious clock turner. Whoever they may be, they remain unidentified and at large. But they will be brought to justice one day. The mysterious clock turner will get their comeuppance. So projects. I have a thing I want to do. I don't know why I've decided I want to do it, but I have decided I want to do it. It's a thing I want to build. I've kind of done a lot of stuff at spawn, and I kind of feel like everybody else is doing really grand projects further out, and I'm feeling left out, man. I want to do some grand projects further out. I've sort of scoped out a rough area, so what I want to do is get a whole buttload of resources over there so that I may set up a thing that I can just sort of plug away at. I oftentimes ooh, frog in my throat. I oftentimes find myself logging onto the server and not finding much to do. I'm without a project, I am directionless, and I don't find much other than sort of farming a few resources, and that's about it. Farming a few resources. So I'll just sit around in farms and mob grinders and stuff, and I don't really do much, and without something to work on, that is the case. So I've got a thing I want to work on. I'm going to be working on a thing. We are going to head out to a site I have got scoped out in the nether, so we're going to head over there. So let us head through the nether, and it is, to fit the theme, I've obviously just stocked up on... Wait, I didn't stock up on... I totally forgot an ender chest. I'm not going to be able to get that ender chest stuff until I get to the other end. Well, if I get to the other end, I don't bring my ender chest with me. Which is probably a silly thing to do. I do have silk touch. No, that's not silk touch. I got the axe. Can you break a ender chest with a silk touch? I don't think I want to actually particularly test that theory. But I don't know if you can break an ender chest with a... You can live there for now. With a silk touch axe. That would be... I don't know. Research required. I'm sure someone's tested that. But it is not going to be me. So let's head through to Nether. And what I want to do is show you my new site, show the new tunnel. It's not terribly fancy, but it's a new tunnel. I'll show you where I want to build. It is in, as I say, I've got a lot of sandstone, so it's fairly obvious. I'm going to do a desert build. I found myself a desert a fair way out, quite a long way out. This is over near the secret volcano lair kind of construct thing, and far away from other civilization, or mostly. There do seem to be signs that someone else has been around there, but I don't know who or what they're doing, so... But it is the area that I scoped out when I was mapping for the map project, so I'm relatively familiar with the area. But stuff like the villages were not stripped of their resources when I went through, so whoever was around there did not do a very thorough job, so who knows. Anyway, also being a desert, I also feel the need to actually stake a claim and build something there before somebody decides that they want to harvest all the sand. Like Blitz. Blitz likes taking all the sand. He likes taking deserts and stripping them of their natural resources, and I wouldn't put it past him to decide he wants to build a 100 square block up to build height out of sand just for the lulz or something. And he'll be like, oh, I need all the sand. Where can I find a desert? Oh, this one's convenient. And I'll turn, and that may have already happened. I could arrive here today, and there'll be nothing. I put all this glass here, by the way, just for safety's sake. But then I ran out. So it's like this! Speaking of safety's sake... Jeez. Come on. Oh, nice! Achievement get. I didn't expect to get that one. Sweet! I am so smart. That was clearly an act of intelligence. So this is where I... This is not where I... Wait, what? This doesn't immediately appear to be where I put my portal through. I wandered out into the desert. It's definitely a desert. Okay. Oh. Hang on. Thing on horizon. I wandered out into the desert, put a portal through, used the portal on the other side, and dug my way back to spawn. But then, when I came through from the other... Okay. This is the first time I've come back this way. I guess the portals don't line up exactly right. What is this? So this I can see a big black column on the distance. could be... Seems like it could very well be it. Say... This is obsidian, yes? Yeah, that's a portal. And I did do a half-assed job leaving the corners out, so... There we are! I left a horse nearby, that's what I was looking for. My horse! My awesome horse. It's awesome horse. Okay, right. What we're going to need to do is test this out. So, awesome horse, if you would. This horse is amazing. This horse moves like the blazes, and it has 14 hearts, man. This horse is so fast. Okay. Let us take a moment to dismantle this. My inventory's full, of course it is. Fine, I can live without one obsidian. Quite sure. I'm sure I'll live without it. So let's head over here. And up the hill. Horse you. Ah! No, horse, get off the cactus. Off the cactus. Jeez. It does have diamond armor, so it should survive in that regard. Oh. Could use the inventory space to actually make that safe, but okay. Let's test. Let's test things. Let's go through here. That brings us out here. Right, that's what I expected. And then if I go back through where I appear. Well, that's interesting. Well, if nothing else, I got a way to make obsidian, huh? So that's a thing. I'm just spawning big rings of obsidian in the desert. Sure, okay. Interesting. I may have to leave that one and knock out the other one then, because clearly it doesn't like connecting to the other one. In spite of the fact that I put that one there and went through that one in the first instance to get to the nether in the first time, so the corresponding one in the nether should have already been in the right location. Shouldn't it? Or is that not how it works? Oh, perhaps when you go through, I'm sure everyone's already commented, so no, this is how they work in the comments below, but the dawning revelation that I've had, perhaps it finds the closest, it takes the coordinates, divides them by 8, and finds the closest it can get to that, to make that be a thing, and yeah, okay, and then when I go through there, it takes the coordinates, multiplies them by 8, but it's not perfect because it just went to the closest it could get, and puts another portal down. That could very well be a thing. Who knows? Anyway, I want to just have a ride around on my horse and scope out some terrain, see where it would be great. Because what I want to do is, I've never had a big mega project kind of thing before, and I would like a mega project. People build huge, gigantic, awesome things, and I want to build a huge, gigantic, awesome thing. Something to keep me occupied. When I log onto the server, something I can just chip away and sort of add a bit to the project to. And what I'm thinking is I would like to build some sort of desert-based city. Some sort of desert city, if you will. I don't know. I'm sure there may well be a good term for that, but I'm going to call it a desert city. And we need to figure out where it can go. There's a mysterious hole that's a little bit like my horse hole, but not as deep. We've got Savannah over here. Savannah is kind of nice. I do like Savannah as a terrain. So neighbouring Savannah would be okay. There's a nice cave, bunch of pumpkins. Really not too reliant on those. It's going to be night soon. I didn't bring a bed. This could be fun. Yay, riding through the desert at night on a horse. Been through... LOL. I've been through the desert on a horse with no name, guys. Literally. Literally. Sweet. Okay, so while we ride through the desert on the horse with no name... Maybe I should just name tag him and call him No Name. But, I don't know. That'd be too much. Who knows? I feel like some sort of mountainside or hillside to back it up against would be kind of a good place to do it. So you could have like a grand palace the Sultan or whoever would reside in, and then everything else sort of sprawls out before it. So I'm kind of looking for something to tuck it up against. A good deserty mountain would be fantastic. Don't step on the cactus horse. There are a lot of cacti. These Enderman doings is I think they pick up the top of them and sort of repopulate the desert with cacti. There's one. He's going to move cacti around, isn't he? I'm watching you, buddy. Moving cacti. Terrible state of affairs. Anyway, this is a good hill, but it is little more than a hill. It's got a actually, it's not a bad shout. It's kind of scrawny looking. I want a mountain, not a hill, but I guess that's a different kind of biome. There's like a desert mountain biome, I believe, possibly. That could be a thing. So I would be looking for one of those, and this is not the biome I'm looking for, I suppose. What the heck is... That's an interesting looking structure. I don't think it's a thing, it's just an interesting looking structure. What the heck? So it's got like big giant wall. How bizarre. That's an interesting thing. Sweet. Oh, damn witches. Oh, jeez. This is not a good time to be out, guys. This is a really bad time to be out and about. Should have brought a bed. Should have brought a bed. Oh, Lord. Should have brought a bed. So, let's head back to the top of the mountain. Was that another witch? I think that was another witch. No, not you. I kind of... Yeah, this hill could be good. Maybe if I built it up a bit, I could go steal the sand from the other desert. And undoubtedly, I'll probably collect a bunch here, trying to set the terrain up. But, yeah, this kind of hill overlooking this big plain, so there's plenty of room to build on top of. And then we've got this to back a kind of a sort of palace up on a Taj Mahal type deal. Something grand and regal. That'd be kind of cool. I have no idea which way spawn is from here. Which way? There's chords. So on. I think that's further out. So negative Z, negative X. We are very much positive Z and positive X. So I think spawn is over that way. There is an interesting little village over there that has. I found it. It was the one I found while I was mapping, and it has a tree that has cobblestone on top of it for like no obvious reason, and no one had raided the village. So it seems like it spawned that way. I called it Rocky Tree Village. I don't know. Nobody had claimed it. Nobody had taken the loot. It's Rocky Tree Village. A little bit beyond Rocky Tree Village, there is where, like I said, there are signs of life. Someone at some point has taken a bunch of floating dirt platforms in the sky and put a hole in the middle of them with a waterfall running through the hole, and it drops into a pond below. And there are like 4 of these platforms. I have no idea who built them or why they built them. They seem to serve very little purpose whatsoever. I cannot fathom their existence. I have no idea. Ouch. Oh, creepers. Oh boy. I'm wondering how to deal with this whole nighttime scenario, because it's getting a little dangerous out here. Maybe it would be worth my while cutting away and coming back once I've got the situation under control. So we know there's a good mountain over... I didn't make a note of the coordinates particularly, did I? It was over this way, right? That's not a bad mountain, but it's a bit all over the place. It was overlooking the portal, so yes, it is this mountain here. This is fine. I can live with that. That portal may have to, I don't know, we'd have to incorporate it into the build somehow, I guess, into the city. The magical portal room of mysticism and strangeness. Channeling ancient energies into a magical portal. That'd be kind of cool. Yeah, that's... Getting ideas here, guys, getting ideas. So it's the mountain that overlooks the weird, derpy double portal majigger. Noted. This is noted. Right, I'm going to cut it there for a second. I'm going to duck into the other portal. I could have ducked into that portal, but... Oh, no. Oh, no! Horse! Don't sink! Don't sink, horse. I need to ride you. Come on, there we go. Where was the... Ah, no, so it was over the river. Crud, I didn't need to cross the river. Why did I cross the river? Okay. Save me, horse! Don't, ouch! Good job, it's a sturdy horse. A very sturdy horse. The problem with being in Britain is that the latency is really bad. The problem is such that... well, the normal things on the server aren't too bad, but riding animals, it seems to be a bit stuttery and jerky and whatnot, so it's kind of trouble. Whew! Safe. And I never thought I'd say that about the Nether, but yes, relatively safe. So okay, I will go get that scouted out, and we'll get some foundations laid down in the morning. So I'll see you in a moment. Morning has broken. Come on, burn to death, you undead scum. Ow. Good. Get burned. And they don't burn though. Not everyone burns in the sunlight. They're not quite so fair-skinned as the zombies. Pow! Burn when I shoot you, though. Right, so this was our hilltop, yes? And you're friendly, fine. You get to live today. You live. You live another day. Until you despawn, then you probably won't live so much. The sky just darkened. Huh. I'm guessing that means it's raining, but we're in a desert, so that's not going to phase us any. So... this side of this mountain, this is not a bad place to place something. It's a good size to set a palace into. So, could start by laying out. And what I want to do is lay some sandstone down as some kind of boundaries. Oh, do we go up to the sea? Oh, yes! I didn't. Let's check this out. If this is actually an ocean, that might be really cool to put a port in here. We could have a sort of naval city. Build a boat in the dock? Oh! Hello! Oh yeah, it's definitely raining. Interesting. Yeah! Now that's... got a nice little... well, this is a bit weird. We can clean that up. But we've got, for the most part, a fairly natural harbour here. That's pretty cool. I like this. Okay, we've got some terrain we can work with. It's going to require a lot of terraforming, but I did say I wanted a grand project. I keep picking away at little projects from time to time, and they aren't anything. So let's sort of... this is gonna be... I don't know how to begin. I don't know how to embark on such a big project. I don't tend to do these. Okay, so if we... I don't know. If we do what? What do we do? Do we include this in it, or do we draw a line? We'll use this hill, draw a line, put the line here. We'll start by drawing a line. A line in the sand, a line in the desert, whatever. I'm not being terribly particularly interesting or solid about it, we're just gonna rough outline. So this is going to bring people around to the harbour, yeah. We can adjust it as we see fit as we go along. I just want to know roughly where the town boundaries are gonna be to begin with. I recognise I'm marking it out with sandstone in sand, which is probably a bit silly. But hey, let's... cactus, no, out. You are not what we need. I'm going to lose so much sandstone just building this derpy, but there we go. So, and then we have a wall up to... I don't know, we'd have a wall somewhere around here. I will flesh this out way more. I recognise I was calling Blitz out on the desert sand stealing thing, but where the heck do you think I got all this sandstone from? I'm really not much better than him. Oh well, whoopsie. I am such a hypocrite. But there we go. Okay, so we've got a rough wall. So this will be the harbour district of the town, roughly, more or less speaking. So we have some little harbour type houses. I don't know what a harbour type house is. Much research required. And we've got this hill here, which will form... I'll probably carve a chunk of this out in order to put the palace, whatever it's going to be into. So that'll be a thing. Let's put a wall across between these mountains. Could we potentially use that mountain as like a natural kind of shield? Perhaps we could. Sort of defenses from those that would mean our town harm. Sure. So give me one of them. Don't want a cactus. Just laying out the lines here. Laying out the outline. Just a rough idea. So across to here. And we can probably integrate this hilltop into, like I said, this probably will work naturally with us. We can integrate that into the build somehow. Natural shield. And actually, yeah, it comes around here, so we can probably continue using this. I don't know how big I want this to be. This is actually getting quite sizable. Ooh. How big do I want this to be? This is crazy. I have not given this anywhere near as much consideration as I feel I probably should have done. Ooh, dear. This could be pretty big. So the palace is going to be, like, what, that one? that hill, wasn't it? Yeesh, no, this is way too big. No, we're gonna call it at this wall, I think, for me. So bring the wall out here. Ouch! God, ow! You get smashed. I don't want you stabbing me. Don't you stab me. Okay. Building this real bad like. Cool. Across here, that's the thing. How far out do we want to bring it? Like I say, I did think about integrating that. I did say maybe we could integrate the portal into something. I don't know how big. Yeah, we can probably go further. I mean, it's not gonna be one solid build, is it? There's gonna be a lot of spaces that are fairly flat. It's gonna open bits, pathways, that kind of stuff. And oh, this is gonna have to be covered up. Can't really use that. Or can we? Ooh. Could we have a dungeon? Could we throw people into the city dungeon? Now there's a thought. That could be a cool little thing to integrate into things. Yeah, thinking outside the box. Sort of, maybe. I don't know. Either way, let's keep building a wall. That's a pretty big wall. This could be a big project. This could take me some time. But at least I'll have something to work on, hey? So, which is what I've always dreamt of. I've always wanted a grand city of my own. So there we go, that's got the temple within the city walls. Or whatever this is going to be. Yeah, that's cool. That's cool. This also is a little bit odd, but I don't know. Ooh, could this be? I don't know what this could be. Who knows what this could be? Anyway, yeah, if we sort of keep going up to the river and follow the river around, use the river as the edge of the city, and that flows. Does this flow out to the ocean? If this flows out to the ocean, it's going to be absolutely perfect. Of course, it's a different biome, so it begins raining. If this reaches the... Come on, flow into the ocean, flow to the ocean, flow to the ocean. Does it stop? It stops! Good lord, why would it stop like that? That's terrible. Now that is tragic. However, let's continue on this little ravine. I reckon that would be... Yeah, that would be trivial to just... In fact, that's probably supposed to be a river, it's just terrain generation has not quite made it connect up. If you just dug that out a bit, that would totally become a river and that would flow into the ocean. Yeah, we can work with that. It's cool. We've also got this island here. That's kind of cool. The island's cool. Could put a lighthouse on that. Yes, need a lighthouse. Oh, the fact is that portal's that far in the distance. I don't think the scope of this is quite sunk in. I was just like, I'm going to make it big. I'm going to make a really big thing. I have not given any consideration to quite how big the thing I'm making is going to be. Yeesh. Well, let's get started, I suppose. I'll start figuring out roughly where I want things to be. Perhaps in the next video. We've kind of got the foundations of the... Well, it's not even the foundations. We've got the outline of what we want here, which is kind of cool. So that'll be a start. But that'll do it for today, I think. So... I do have my ender chest. Let's pop that over by the portal, since that's where we're going to be coming in. That will give me somewhere to pick up and dump things. There we go. Cool. Got all my stuffs. So awesome. So that'll do it for today. So thank you very much for watching. I'm Steve because I went through the nether. Duh. And I shall see you next time.